Turner will be your referee. And fellas, this is not going to be easy for either of these men.
This is the first time we are seeing Cody in action since that heartbreaking loss to MJF at Revolution. Will he be able to bounce back?
Well, I really think he can, but I also think he realizes how important this match is to him. He needs to bounce back.
There's the coach.
Boy, if anybody knows anything about trying to make a comeback and how to battle back from adversity, it's Arn Anderson.
Yeah, and strategy, how to game plan, because Ortiz is very challenging Excalibur to game plan for.
That's right. We saw him push Jon Moxley very nearly to his limit a couple weeks ago in his first singles contest in a few years. And so now Cody has to try to game plan for a guy that's primarily a tag team wrestler, and that's pretty tough. But Cody doing a great job as he takes Ortiz off his feet with that drop kick.
Cody's in great shape physically, mentally, I think, as well.
Got to stay out of that corner, too, where Santana resides. Stay away from that.
And Cody comes back. Beautiful power slam. Look at the far leg. Only a 1 count there.
And JR, you mentioned the ovation that Cody received. The young man has really taken, the fans have really taken to the, what do we have here?
Well, we had heard this all afternoon that that's Lance Archer, ladies and gentlemen. Those who might not know, he is a big stallion, a blue chipper, no doubt, alongside Jake Roberts, who we heard last week make his appearance, his debut here.
Said he had a client, and there's the client.
There's the client.
Lance Archer, the murder hawk, the client of Jake Roberts. And Cody was distracted, and Ortiz is taking advantage.
Archer is a killer, a trained killer with an amazing international record. But action back in the ring now. The clothesline with a lot of extra sauce on it for Ortiz.
The important thing to remember about this match, this spilled out of the hostilities between the Inner Circle and the Elite that we saw last week on Dynamite. And over the weekend, the match for Blood and Guts was announced. It will be a 5-on-5 matchup between the Elite and the Inner Circle. 2 rings inside a solid steel cage.
Oh! Well, at least the steps are there to break his fall.
Right in front of Jake the Snake and Lance Archer. And you know, when Jake Roberts wrestled, he was unique in that he had such agility for a man that size. And now he's picked up a guy really in his likeness, if you will.
Even a little bit bigger, maybe, Tony.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit bigger. Jake was always unpredictable, a great game planner.
Agility and size was always his forte, and the same thing for Lance Archer. And now they're watching Cody. And Cody's got to realize they're here, and he's got to shut it out.
Cody go over the cover here.
1, 2 count only there for Cody.
Cody was on a 5-match winning streak before meeting MJF. This is going to be an interesting meeting of the minds between Archer, who's a veteran. He's got a style. He's got a philosophy. And now melding with Jake Roberts, who's I believe is as good a strategist as there is in the pro wrestling business.
Lance Archer is known worldwide as being one of the most ferocious competitors. And then when you pair that with that wrestling genius of Jake the Snake Roberts, that's a potent combination.
It's just like the combination of Cody and Arn Anderson. And it's great to see many of the younger athletes here in AEW go and get advice from guys who have been there, who know the strategy like you talked about, JR. I think it's a great move.
And Ortiz distracting Paul Turner. Oh, and
Santana trying to get Cody's eye off the prize, and then Ortiz with a stiff kick right to the quadricep. Looks like the focus will be on the lower limb, the legs of Cody.
Now Ortiz placing his weight across the back of Cody, trying to restrict his breathing.
You heard the referee get to a 3 count. They have should break on 4. You get disqualified on 5, as Cody comes right back. Man, this crowd loves this kid. And he's got that wheel's giving him some problems right now, Tony.
He has earned the adulation of the fans.
Cody goes up, but Ortiz catches, and drops down, driving his shoulder into the backside of Cody's knee.
The quadricep femoris is the 4-headed thigh muscle. It's the biggest muscle in the human anatomy. And man, it is so delicate to be that size. You've heard of a lot of guys tearing their triceps, their quads,
right,
rolling up their leg, be out a year for surgeries.
Yeah, I know we talk so much about knee injuries keeping athletes out. Quadriceps injuries will as well, like you said, JR. And this is where Ortiz wants him. Now, see, Ortiz got the attention of the referee. And
look out here, look out.
Santana landing in a shot on Cody's leg.
Yeah, cheap shot to say the very least, Excalibur. Arn Anderson is not happy about the ongoings, but there's not a hell of a lot he can do about it right now. Cody's in trouble here, boys.
Yeah, Cody's struggling to get up to his feet as Ortiz pursues Cody on the outside and returns him back into the ring. And now setting him up. Goes for the big splash. The cover. 1, 2. Of course he wasn't going to get the pinfall there. Just insult to injury there from Ortiz.
You take a look there at Lance Archer. He looks, I know just looking here, can't hear what he's saying, but he looks very confident, doesn't he? Almost to the point to where he feels that anything that Cody has would not concern him.
Lance Archer is a star. Lance Archer is a main event level star. He's proved it in Japan and everywhere he's been. But now he's here with Jake Roberts. Interesting possibilities.
And we are here in Salt Lake City. Next week, we're going to be in Rochester, New York at the Blue Cross Arena. And then in 2 weeks, we are going to be coming to you live from Newark, New Jersey, at the Prudential Center of the Rock. And that, of course, is going to be Blood and Guts. 2 rings, double cage. What an event.
And we will have the rules announcement for Blood and Guts later on in our broadcast here tonight.
And you're going to like them, folks. You're going to like them. Unlike this crowd not liking Ortiz and Santana.
Arn Anderson doing everything he can to try to get Cody back into this matchup.
Cody's got to make one big move here to get back on the offensive because he's been playing defense here for a long time. And that leg is becoming even more problematic by the moment.
And how will this affect Cody going into Blood and Guts? That big cage match. I mean, perhaps one of the most dangerous matches in all of professional wrestling.
The Elite against the Inner Circle.
5 members of the Elite versus 5 members of the Inner Circle.
Boy, Cody just shutting out the pain. Look at this. Can he get him up?
There's the break he needed to get back on some offense to get momentum. If that was an adjustment made by the coach, it was a good one.
Now Cody up in the corner, driving the fist to the face of Ortiz.
Ortiz on Dream Street.
Oh, face first. Listen to the fans.
They love this kid. Cody is the man. And there goes another weight belt. I wonder if he's writing those off.
I hope he is, because those things have to be expensive. Watch out. Look.
Santana up distracting Paul Turner.
Oh, not a good way to land if you're Cody.
And I think not only did Santana distract Paul Turner, but he distracted Cody as well. Cody saw him at the corner of his eye. He paused for a second, and Ortiz seized upon it.
Here's a small problem I have with Ortiz. He had an opportunity about 20 seconds ago to really make some hay. And he's just now making contact.
In other words, the leg was damaged, and he kind of stayed away from it.
Cody landed straddling that apparatus there, the top turnbuckle.
Right.
I'm going to get me some of that.
And Santana.
Santana. Wait a minute, there's Brandy. Oh! Brandy taking her belt off and taking a swat at Santana.
Boy, did she connect.
And now Ortiz has a little bit more sense of urgency about him after seeing what just happened.
Got Cody up on the top and brings him down the hard way.
Superplex by Ortiz, who's going for the win. Far leg is hooked, and a near fall created by the superplex, perfectly executed by Ortiz.
Yeah, it was a great superplex, JR, you're right, and it was a pretty good pinning combination as well. But Cody still escaped.
Cody has proven time and time again he is one of the toughest, the most tenacious competitors in all of AEW. But right now, Ortiz, and I guess to some extent, Santana.
Hey, look here.
Cody comes with a tope suicida, takes out Santana on the outside.
With a bad leg and all, to protect the coach, and there's Ortiz. He got blocked by Cody. Look out. It could be.
No!
Whoa! Right on the rampway.
I thought it was going to be a brain buster at first.
The intensity of Cody pouring through his veins. This crowd is loving it.
Oh, Lance Archer. Archer was going to jump the rail.
It looked like he was. And there was an intervention on that by Jake Roberts.
Jake smiling at Arn Anderson. Whoa, look at this.
A little chaotic down here, fellas.
So Cody has Ortiz. Oh, the drop kick to the damaged knee of Cody. Now Ortiz. Fisherman suplex.
This could be it.
High bridge.
Shoulders
two.
down.
No.
And that Cody won't quit, no matter what. I think maybe Mr. Roberts and Mr. Archer have seen all they need to see tonight.
Boy, Archer was going to go into the ring area.
He's a carnivore, man. He saw a piece of meat there in those gold tights.
Ortiz, Irish whip reversed by Cody. Couple of kicks, and now Cody comes off the rope. Single foot, but he came down on both legs.
It's important for all the elite. There's a roll up and a counter.
Oh, no. Cody counters. Got Ortiz up.
Oh, nice. That was a nice escape there by Ortiz.
Felt the crossroads coming.
Big right hand. And now Ortiz strung up in the ropes. The dragon screw wrenching on the leg of Ortiz.
Well, that is a deadly maneuver. Deadly.
It's deadly enough when you're in the center of the ring with it. You're straddling the ropes.
Cody's showing torque. Sorry, Tony. Cody's showing a little bit of more of a mean streak. More prominent anyway. He's always had a competitive streak.
Well, it's something I'm sure MJF has brought out of him.
That's what you got to do.
He sweeps out the legs. He's got the figure four locked in center of the ring.
Man, those battles of the American Dream and the Nature Boy all around the figure four or all around the world is still vivid in my memory.
Ortiz counters. He's rolled over, putting the pressure on Cody.
Look at this, right back at it.
And Ortiz forced a tap out.
Well, in blood and guts, it's going to be
this match as a result of a submission. The American Nightmare. Cody.
Submission or surrender at blood and guts. And Cody just showed you a very basic submission maneuver that we could see again in Newark.
It's basic, you're exactly right, but it's probably of all the submission holds in the world, and there are many. He got mad balled.
Santana stepping in for his own intervention.
The blindside shot, and now Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson keeping his eyes squarely on his two adversaries.
And now Matt Jackson and Kenny Omega